Alright guys, good evening. Here we go again. Unlock Pandora's box. We're going to open up this party live. I don't know what they're saying because it's all muted, so we're going to do this together. See how this goes. See if anybody's in there talking. Let's see here. Alright. We're back live. We've got Chaos up in here. We've got Dexter, MVG, and Sin. What up, Sin? Admin of the GTL. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself? How are you?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Glad you're able to come out and join us this evening.
Thank you. Looks like we've got a full house.
Really fast, let's get these out of the way. GTL brought to you by Federal Grit. Improve your game. We're going to be giving away a free tank at the end of the second battle.
So I think both of these teams have played quite a few matches against each other over the past couple of years, to be honest. So it'll be exciting to see these two go against each other.
Yeah, both these teams are going to be interesting to watch. AMD has some kind of crazy strats that are solid and legit. RNC has a lot of old school tactics. But AMD, man, if they see a mistake, they capitalize. AMD has won so many games coming from behind just because they're able to expose certain chinks in that armor. And so,
yeah.
Hells, are we going to run the lobby as is and not rotate anybody? Because we're locked at a full lobby.
Well, Sin, what was the max roster call? Because with you...
12.
All right. So
is Dexter MV commentating?
MV is commentating. Hey, Dex, I might have to go ahead and have you bounce, buddy. What, we're at max capacity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm great. Just had one guy leave, so they could be at the 12-man roster, but...
All right. Go ahead and bounce Dexter out. He had to step away. There we go.
Okay.
Wow. So, Chaos, if you have any questions or anything like that retaining to just refer back over there to Sinister.
Copy.
Yes, sir. So at the conclusion of tonight's game of AMD versus RNC, live here on stream, I will just kind of call out before I go ahead and post anything on the site or make it viewable. I will do the first 2 weeks schedule, basically, which will be next week's games for all the championship teams in the North American League.
Awesome.
Alright, the room is closed and we're good to go.
Vader's wanting to stir. All right, let's see here. A lot of big names coming out. Let's see Modest Rage, Sly Dog, Jolly Gecko, Rove Rambler, Goku, Nilrak, ACR, I Am Great. The same old group from coming out of AMD over on RNC. Godmac Diesel, Wolf Amidst Us, Draco, Hatebreed, Longshot, Langwolf Jr., or sorry, Senior, that one, Gilbert. Some long-timers from the RNC grew. Alrighty. Well, whenever you're ready, Chaos.
All right. Let's. So we're running on a 10-minute delay.
Yep, we're at 10-minute delay.
Copy. All right. Timer's up. Tankers can pick their tanks.
Here we go. So, Pants, this will be the last placement battle, right? Because with the Ready 5.
Yes, sir. So Ready 5 takes the spot in the Championship League. On your 6 is decided they're going to play in the Pro League this season. So it's going to be the final lineup for the Championship League on the NA side is Nightmare, Immortals, KMD, L7, PPW, Halfway Human, Ready 5, and Panda. That will be the 8 teams competing in the North American Championship League. And this is the last match to determine the last spot of the Pro League.
Hell yeah. Doing it live here on WNF. I'm going to try to cover as much as the GTL as I can for the North American League. There's Sin. Who do you got going over there for those guys for the EU? For who's streaming for those guys?
So for EU, there's a couple of streamers. You have Willows, who's going to stream for the EU side, TVDL, and if you give me one moment, I'm missing 3 names over there. Let me just back up here and take a look.
I'm good at putting people on the spot.
No, it's totally cool. Let's see. You have those 2, plus you have the Ruskoff, and on the NA side, you have, well, actually, I guess Pills 16 is kind of a weird one because he's Australian, so that could really go either way with him. He's kind of in the middle of both.
Right?
You also, you also have got a dinghy on the North American side in aisle 4 cleanup.
There you go. There's your list of your streamers to get your GTL fixed this upcoming month. Of course, you can go check out all the links over there at the GTL stream on the GTL part on the Discord. If you have not joined the GTL Discord just yet, well, guess what? You're in luck. I'm going to throw you out an invitation right now. Go ahead and put
Timer's at 30 seconds.
30 seconds out. All right, AMD needs to get
AMW is going to be in big trouble in a moment.
20 seconds.
All right, over on the AMD side of the world, Modest Rage, Jolly Gecko, Bolton, Superconks, ACOR, and the Mouse, Nilrak, Lime Green, 7058, I Am Great, Slydog, IS7s, Stringed Ruby, and the Bat Chat. MBG, over to you for RNC.
Got Godmat coming out in the E4, laying Wolfram and Batchat 25T, Hatebreed and Longshot both rocking the IS7s, Draco and his T57, Wolf amidst us, Superconk, Dread the Reaper Superconk, and Mad Jim rocking the AMX 50B.
Alrighty, here we go,
Stand
guys.
by. AMD's got 1 extra tank.
There we go. And all right, guys, here we go. Boogity boogity GTL action. Let's go.
So I know on the RNC side, Wolf of Mist and Dread both came to them from the 8th. And I know AMD, I believe this season also has a player from, I think it's Fab G from, I want to say he was in Mimis 3. I could have that totally wrong, but I know he's definitely a top caliber player that, most recently in L7, I believe, playing for them this season as well.
Nice, I got a couple recruits, huh?
Yeah.
Beefing up.
Yes, sir. So it's kind of intrigued by the lineup that AMD came out with here. They got a lot of slow tanks from the right side of the map. it takes a very long time to get to the top of that hill. They're going to have to be very careful.
All right, let's see here. They're going to do a 2-3 line. It's going to be interesting. RNC. 50B getting stuck on the train there. Don't look like it there, but Ruby's going to come down for AMD to make sure that no one's going to come try to push him to shoot him in the rear. Typically, from a lot of other teams, you'll see that the 50Bs are the ones that typically make that 3-line run and then hold out, catch them while they're trying to go up the hill. Following stringed Ruby. Get lit up, but he just lit up everybody except for the 2 guys out on their own. Going to be taking up the ramp, so some good information there for their side. What do you think, NP?
Oh yeah, definitely good information. I was interested to see RNC throw the bat chat on top again. It's a strange place. We've seen it 2 matches in a row. I guess it's new meta maybe. But getting those early shots up there, see if he trades a little better.
Yeah, it's kind of a that's not exactly the place I'd be looking to go with a bat chat. Definitely a tank on this kind of map, on a city map. You're just looking to get information and really nothing more.
Well,
Yeah, it's almost like if you're going to take that spot, just to pick another medium or heavy, something that can brawl up there, you know.
There we go.
Unless you
IS-7
rotate
AMD
him
up
out.
top now. That's a lot of armor and hit points coming up the hill from AMD, and they're going to make it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Fly Dog going full YOLO. He is all by himself going against a Bat Chat and a 50B. A little too excited there.
There's the danger of a bat chat. Now he's on reload for 40 seconds.
You're gonna
Yes, you're
block
hot, Mike.
the heavy spot.
Well, Draco and String Ruby are going at each other on the far side of the corner.
Yes, they are. 57's on reload. Bat Chat's on reload. 57's going to get reloaded first. How is the Bat Chat going to get away? He's in a corridor. He's trapped. He's going to go down. But now they have a 57 out of the fight. So complete craziness still up top, as you see here. Down in the south part of the castle, they're just going absolutely crazy. RNC up now.
Yeah. Looks like the mouse is finally making it into the battle, so see if they can bring it back.
Modded Rage going down.
Here comes a push.
I think for AMD, they're still okay. They're still.
IS-7 stacking them all up and on each other. Look at this craziness. AMD going full bulldozer mode. Somebody needs to rotate back to get Hatebreed. I am great. They've already called it. They're rotating back. Mouse putting a good shot into Hatebreed. Millrack getting top popped.
Hatebreed just got him wrecked.
Mouse still full health though. Oh, ACR getting, oh my god, top pop 2600. GG's E4. Goodbye, Mouse. That just turned the tide. RNC in full control. They're going to take this one.
One way to get rid of the mouse.
Right? I thought they had kind of had an upper hand right there. But
Ouch. And there it is.
RNC taking that one down. Taking an early lead. Let's do some damage rundowns while it takes Chaos about 20 minutes to get everybody across. All right.
Big gods, Mac Diesel.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go through this nice and slow on AMD side of the world. Jolly Gecko on that Super Conk, 2108. I am great in the IS-7, 2885. Mal's just getting, he got 1200 in, but then an amazing just top pop. God Mac Diesel's going to come in there. He had that 2600 ammo rack to take the Mal's right out. That was a hell of a shot. Langwolf and his bat check coming over at 1225. Hatebreed just coming over cracking 1,000. Mad coming out there in his 50B, 2926, 2 kills. Wolf coming out there super conk with 2K flat, 2 kills. Dread coming out 3101. Draco coming out 2 kills, 3K. And then God Mac Diesel coming out there 653, 4,522 damage. GG's, great job, guys. We're going on to round 2. What do you guys think there, Envy and Sin?
So I honestly thought AMD came out with a good initial strategy. They had the bat chat down, the one line, I believe, spotting basically at least half of the team for RNC. So initially the strategy was great. They got the information they were looking for early. They got their tanks up on the hill. They had their 705As in a good spot. And I think they were doing the better trading to begin with. One guy did kind of put himself in a compromising position, but he was able to recover. On the RNC side, I'd like to see a little bit more information gathering, especially if you're going to play a medium on a city map. I'm not using him to brawl with anybody. I'm using him to go get information, say this is where they're going, this is how we're going to have to approach this. I'd like to see him do a little bit better job this time through, but they did a great job, and I think they had the better focus fire in the end, and the focus fire is what won them the game.
Definitely. I backed out Chaos to kind of help you move everybody around.
I appreciate that. I do. It definitely helped.
I would have liked to see that 57 get up in the fight. You know, the bat chat did his thing, went up and spotted him coming up. He could have rotated out on a reload and made sure to cover back in for RNC.
All right.
I would have freed up that 57 to get in the fight earlier.
Go ahead and
Do you want to come back in, MV?
Yeah.
timer's going. Tanks are being picked. This is the GTL live on WNF.
Room's open.
I'm in.
You're going to be giving away the free tank at the end of this match. I will start the drawing. Hope everybody's having a great time. Remember to go check out our YouTube. A lot of stuff going down out there. Bieber's always putting up new content. Go give a subscribe and a like. I'm going to be throwing out some other links here. Been working with this guy for quite a while. I've streamed him. I've worked with him in the Spanish tournaments. So I want to give a big giant shout out to JP Negri. The guy is an absolute wizard. All these bots that we use for timers and tank checks, information, all of that stuff, that's him. And he's trying to keep the WOT BR, the WOTplans.br ad free as possible. But yet again, it takes a lot of revenue to try to keep something like that going, because that is a lot of data to push through a website. So go out there, give him, donate him $5-10. This is something that we all use every day of everywhere. I know WNF has given to JP Negri some donations. It's just one of those things. Go hook them up. It's for stuff that we use as the community, and we can just give it some respect back. RNC coming out there. God Mac, of course, going to be coming out with that E4 again. Langwolf in the Bat Chat. Hatebreed in the IS-7. Tiny in the 277. Draco in the 57 Heavy. Wolf and Dread, both Super Conks. Death Grip coming in there. AMX 50B. MVG, what is AMD rolling out?
That Sly Dog in the E4, Your and I'm Great rocking IS-7s, Modest Rage, Jolly Greco and Super Conquers, That Toast, and Rambler and AMX 50Bs, and Big Shot rocking the 113.
Alrighty, guys. Round 2 here on Himmels. Liking to see that AMD has decided to go more mobile.
So AMD this time through is going to be on the bottom side of the map. As you're looking at it, they're going to be spawning on like the K3, K4 area. I'm guessing they're going to, and this is just a shot in the dark by their lineup. I'm almost thinking you're going to see their 113 going Banana Road, their 2 AMX 50 Bravos going to B4, and the rest of their tanks heading up that hill. On the RNC side, it's going to be interesting to see what their Bat Chat does. And the fact that the AMX 50 Bravos are going to be loaded before the Bat Chat, he's going to need to be super careful knowing that they have 2 autoloaders that can clip him out early.
All right, let's see if RNC is going to put any pressure from those 50Bs. Like to see some good 3-line fights here tonight. I always love watching good.
I think you're going to see one right here. If RNC's Bat Chat changes up his style and comes for the spots, he's actually going for the top of the hill again, it looks like. So
Right.
let's see if AMD does the right thing with their AMX 50 Bravos, and maybe they're going to take Banana Road.
Or if yours gets caught on a tank, Langwolf is going to bomb down center. Hopefully, he's running too fast. Sorry about the camera.
And they are going to do it.
Yep, Langwolf's going to be in big trouble. Langwolf's going to be in big trouble. It's a train wreck, but I can't stop watching. Dr. Weenus, just thank you for the subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the WNF family. Hey, Chaos, get that man some of that WNF turkey. Oh, Toast ruined his chances.
Yes, sir.
Rove trying to get those shots in.
This is where AMD has to capitalize right now. You've got 2 tanks on the ropes. You got an overmatch. You got to go take it.
Yeah, you got to push.
They're going to let them escape, and they're going to be shorthanded on the hill.
Right. We're gonna see him.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Back.
If I wasn't taking that, I'd definitely call for those 50Bs and 113 to take that side road and get up there right away.
Take a look. Armada of RNC coming up. It's going to be huge. It's going to be 8 versus 6 up top, right? 8 versus 5 actually, because the 50B and Langwolf are on their way up.
If they're quick enough and they capitalize on this, AMD had the right idea. I would have liked to have seen their 50 Bravos go down the 3-line, their AMX, or their 113, I'm sorry, doing what he's doing now. But they've got themselves in a bad position because they're too far out of the fight for far too long. And they allowed the 2 tanks that they had, essentially, to get up into the fight. And RNC's going to do the right thing, it looks like, and they're going to put the pressure on knowing that they got a huge overmatch and a big hit in the Draco.
AMD is going to try to hold out as much as they can. Somebody out of the 50Bs and the 113, they're just going to have to weather the shots coming from the other 50B because they have to get up top.
They're doing it.
AMD's doing it, though. Wow, down 2.
Yeah, they're
AMD's focus.
Their 3
fire
tanks
on
are
point.
almost cresting the hill as well.
Focus fire on point.
Yeah, slide out, take care of gas max. So the E4.
Oh,
from
don't
that
turn your
battle's
turret
gone.
like that, Sly Dog. Take the shot before you go down.
Oh, and he bounces it, but he is still up. Don't press forward, homie. Back down. They need you alive.
And the
Now
AMD's
AMD
other three
comes
tanks
from
are
the
now in the
backside.
fight.
Langwolf's gonna
Yep.
take out.
Draco's going down.
Oh,
he's
Sly
gonna
Dog
live for a
pulls
little
it.
longer.
Sly Dog took care of the bad chat.
Oof.
Wow.
RNC completely pinched now. Here we go.
That just shows what leaving
Jolly's
a tank
going
on a
to get
sliver of
himself into the
health
fight. He's
can
going
do
to get
for you.
himself
Right.
around that corner. He's full health. He's got to get in there.
Right. This is why you have to take out those low health tanks, especially in E4. Finally
There-
goes down. Go ahead, MV.
Yeah, so the E4 was left alive way too long. Got a three more shots when he was a one shot. So it's
I always like to preach to people, it doesn't matter if your tank has 1 hit point or 2,000 hit points. It doesn't matter. Your tank's still going to do the same amount of damage. It doesn't adjust by the amount of hit points you have, and that's why it is very important. If a tank's a one shot, get him out.
There it is. AMD taking this one. We're tied up 1-1. Wouldn't expect it any different. All right, so I'm going to go yet again, go through this nice and slowly. And then once I get back to the lobby, I will start the giveaway. Let's start with the RNC side of the world. Dread and his super comp come out there 23-73, 2 kills. Death Griffin is 50B, 1630. But the high damage dealer, Wolf Amongst Us, and his super conk, 38-24 and a kill. 13-13, 11. Not bad. AMD side of the world, here we go. Damage spread more evenly. I am great, and his IS-7 did throw up 38-68. He was the big winner chicken dinner on that side. The Toast coming out there 31-44 and a kill. Can't beat this out of a 50B. 11 shots fired, 10 hits, 10 pins. 3K damage with 11.
That's good right there.
Yeah, 31-44 damage, 11-10 and assisted. Put that man in for a 42 combined on comp. You can never shake a stick at that. Big shot coming in there with his 113, 2486, 2 kills, 1200 block. There we go. We're to go visit Chaos with the literal chaos of how full the room is tonight. Vader has it right. Hashtag full room.
So it was definitely, just looking back at that match right there, definitely a great job by both teams, and good job to AMD for pulling that off. They were in a bad spot there for a moment. Initially, both teams kind of did the right thing, and AMD excuse me, was able to get a little bit more mobile lineup in there, and they initially made a good play by getting those 3 tanks trying to come around the backside, because they're mobile enough where they can catch super conks in the E4 potentially going up the hill. Their big slip up was allowing the 2 tanks they had to almost below half health to escape for free, and then just put some more pressure on them. Don't let them escape, and if they do escape, just keep going. Worst thing that's going to happen is their team's going to turn around and start trying to backpedal and potentially panic a little bit and try to help. On the RNC side, good job recognizing you had the overmatch on top. Good call in getting those tanks out of there, back up the hill, and putting pressure on an overmatch you know you had. That's a real heads-up play there, is knowing you have the overmatch and trying to capitalize. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way they wanted it to. I think a little bit better spread, whereas they had 1 tank on the top side of the castle. If they had a couple more tanks and they weren't trying to shoot around each other so much, I think they would have been a little bit better off.
Let me know when you want me to start the timer.
Go for it, man. Launch it. Yeah, go ahead. Start rolling it.
Copy.
Roll that.
Run over
great
here to
beat
give away.
footage.
You want to hold the timer.
Nope. You're good. I'm watching that. Remember, we're streamed out 10 minutes, so right now we would be 10 minutes in the, I guess, in the past or in the future?
Right now
10
we're in the
minutes in the
future
past.
talking about the past.
Right, exactly. It's messed up. It's so messed up. I hate, unfortunately, it's totally needed to have that 10-minute delay for, competitive tanks, but man, I hate it. It definitely makes giveaways and talking to people a little weird.
It does. It does. And you know, I understand. I think a lot of people understand. The last thing you want is to be watching a stream and be like, "Oh, gee, here they are. That's where they're going. Let's just go over there and get them."
Right. Street sniping is real. I mean, now we do run a different delay for the WNF guys when it's non-tournament, just because it's a much shorter timer. We only do 7-minute matches and stuff like that, so we can run that shorter delay where it's a little bit more manageable.
Essentially, a couple of minutes.
Right.
A couple of minutes, like, you know, anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. Generally, the other team's not really going to have a good sense of where you're currently at, because 5 minutes ago you could be halfway across the map by now.
Correct. It took me a long time to perfect, and actually, some people know what the delay is, but I have almost done like much studying to how max I can get to live as I can, without having to ever worry about someone. All right, I'm just counting here. 4, 4. All right, here we go. Hey, why don't we do it this way? Hey, Sin, you want to go down RNC and Chaos? Would you go down AMD?
Well,
So on RNC, Tiny PWRGBK in the 268, Godsmack Diesel in the T110E4, Lang Wolf in a Batchat 25T, Wolfemus and Hatebreed both in IS7s, Draco in a T57 Heavy, Slingshafts in an E100, and Dread the Reaper in a Super Conk.
and over on the AMD side, we have Jolly Gecko and 4202, Stringed Ruby and a Bad Chat. We got Lime Green and I'm Great and IS7s, Rambler and Goku and 5As, and Big Shot and Modest Rage on 113s. We're good to go.
Hey, don't flash me. It throws up that weird screen. Makes it look
Alright,
good.
futurely noted.
Well, we're just waiting here. There we go.
Kind of an interesting lineup from AMD this time through. It's going to be interesting to see how much attention RNC is paying to that lineup. Because I can tell you what I would be thinking right now if I were going against this kind of lineup. I would not be expecting to be fighting anywhere around the 1 through 3 line. I'd be expecting them to come anywhere from the 8 to 0 line. And let's just see how they adjust to that. Or if they look for it.
All right, so I'm going to time this absolutely perfectly. So what I'm going to tell you right now, do it now. Now, the people who are in this party, please do not type this into the Twitch chat, because their timing will be off. Exclamation point, WNF, put that sucker in, and get yourself drawn for a Tier 8 Premium TD. Jolly Gecko and Ruby both going to go out there. You're going to see Lang Wolf. Lang Wolf, of course.
See if
not
the Batchat
reloaded.
can get out.
But Batchat, dude, did he kind of get tracked? Did he get tracked by Goku and Rove?
He's going to be in
I
trouble if he doesn't
Oh.
cut south.
Oh,
He just got tagged twice.
on the move,
Yeah.
full throttle in the 5A. GG's. Goku might be able to get another one here.
Oh,
Goku get it. Oh, nope, that heat won't work there, buddy.
That
Oh,
202 and Batchat's ready to shoot. Oh, they missed.
Goku goes out too far and definitely pays
He
for
takes 2 big hits.
it. Langwolf's still getting hit. All right, well, the jig's up. They all know that AMD's on the left. Oh, and they're pushing it no matter what.
Eesh.
Oh, man. Draco finally going empty. He's done his job. He's scared him off now.
If I were AMD here, I'd like to see them a little more spread out. Right now, they're over the top of each other. They do have a good lineup, and they are using each other very well. But I'd like to see them a little bit more spread out. Right now, they don't have enough angles on those 3 tanks in the front.
Tiny getting absolutely wrecked by the 4202 and the Batchat of AMD. I mean, at this point in time, they're trying to push their buddy across the track, but they're still getting hit. I Am Great needs to get up there with his armor. Let him up. RNC up. 71% hit points to AMD's 58%.
String took a couple of big hits.
Yeah, he tucked into cover. He's hiding right now.
Big Shot taking another big hit. Draco now dumping his clip towards the 4202. AMD just needs to get across the tracks. Oh, great getting ammo racked.
I think the biggest problem here for AMD, they just did not get enough angles. They did a good job getting their 202 and their bat chat in a good position for a cross. I would like to have seen a couple of their heavy tanks step out a little bit further to their right, use the other train track and fuel tank, and again on the further side of that.
Right.
The more angles you have, the more opt you are that somebody's going to be able to get some penning shots in there.
Ammo rack onto the E100 there. Ruby and Gecko still out here trying to peck away, doing what they can. I'd like to see what they have for damage after their bounces 2 more shots.
String's on both Lang and String are both on reloads, but String's going to be loaded. He is loaded. And he's going to run right into Jolly.
Boom.
Yep.
Goodbye one bat chat. We're tied back up with barrel with barrel count, but we're still down on health by almost 20%.
They do wonders right now to get that 268 out of the game. As RNC's turning their attention more to tanks behind.
So if it ended like this, it would just be a draw and they'd go on to the next map since it's the same amount of tanks dead for GTL?
Correct. If the game ended right now, it would be a draw.
Goku risking for the biscuit. Getting up there, trying to get that 5A heat put into the E100. E100 trying to come in for the shot. And he does take it.
And AMD just lost Trained Ruby. Their bat chat's gone.
Jolly could possibly get Tiny right here. He's going to go for it. And there it is.
Big Shot going down. Echo putting in work. Now he's firing into the comp. Lime going down. Rogue trying to put in a few more rounds before he gets taken out here. Draco's fully loaded, I think, or he has 2 rounds. Bounce 1, spins 2, still has a 3rd in the clip. All right, it's all up to Jolly here.
Good luck, Jolly.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, let's do some, got the scoreboard adjusted there. Let's go down some damage. Big Shot coming in there with the 113 to 2346. Ruby and his bat chat 2117. Jolly Gecko actually only did 2212, but he did block 2570, and he was flat. He never went hull down. That's the crazy part. Good shot, good game going out of him. Over on the RNC side of the world, God's coming in there at 28-23, 664. And his E4. Draco and his 57 heavy, 28-46. Swing shafts coming in there, 2844, 3 kills. Not bad for an E100 going 665. But the big winner there, Dread and his Super Conk, 4194, blocking 3820. GG's. All right, now we're going to go back to the madness of the room switching. Hashtag full room.
So some adjustments I'd like to see this time through again, as I'm just going to keep going through these adjustment thingies. AMD, good initial strategy, but like I said, they just need to spread themselves out a little bit more. And you got to, just instead of just shooting shots, to shoot shots. Take the time, aim the shot, and just try to get as many pens as possible. And again, that all falls back on getting different angles will definitely help improve that as tanks try to work on the tanks that are penning them. So they angle a little bit differently, which gives the tank that couldn't pen an opportunity to possibly now pen the tank. On the RNC side, again, just real good heads up and way to stay calm, cool, and collect, and not go rushing back over the tracks. Way to just set up and defend, but just keep your eyes open and keep your eyes peeled and just pay super close attention to lineups. This time through for AMD, maybe I would have rather seen them take out 277s over the 113. Kind of a toss-up, I guess, but...
AMD needed to pick up one. They lost one, so I had room in the room for a second.
Here we go. We're going to do a quick commercial. Fatal Grips. Sponsor for Global Tank League. Your grip.
All right.
I King coming in here. I've never won a giveaway. Can tonight be the night? I don't know. It's all about this wonderful just wheel of whoever wins. I don't know. It's completely random. A lot of great chats going out there. A lot of great people coming out this evening. Glad seeing some old, seeing some new. Rich Head, Crest, Mystic, I'm Elsewhere. Vader, of course, Vader's out there. Vader's always one of those. King, Stormtroopers, Bozzy, Too Legit to Quit. I have a little bit more time left. Let's see, by the time you will see this, the giveaway will be up, but let's see. Mr. Boar, Rich Head, Tree Assassin, Storm, Crested, Poseidon, Vazzy, Hound Dog, Mystery Meal, Lone Killer, I'm Elsewhere, Spartan 117, XGN gonna give it to you, Coiled Frame, Mystic, Vader, Legit, Too Legit, Elijah, Kang, all entered for the free Tier 8 premium tank.
Lobby's set and ready to go, Hells. 8 and 8.
All right. Last time we go around through this, hopefully we can go to Game 5 tonight. AMD rolling out with the patent from Toast, Jolly Gecko on the 4202 Sly Dog, Lime Green both IS-7s, Road Rambler, Goku both in 5As, and then King Big Shot and Neil Rack in the 113s. Over to you, MVG.
Tiny rocking the Object 268, God Mac running the E4, Lang Wolf and his Bat Chat, Wolf Amongst Us and Hatebreed and IS-7, Draco rocking his T57, Gilbert and the VK72, and Dread the Reaper rocking the Super Conqueror.
Alright. Let's go to battle, boys.
Alright, is RNC gonna try to put the nail in the coffin, or can AMD bring it back?
It's do or die right now for AMD. And I really think, just looking into tank lineup, I think you're going to see more of the same. And I wouldn't be surprised this time, though, if they make a couple of changes and try to get a couple of tanks to, like, D5 and possibly get the flank going in the back and just try to converge on them somewhere around, like, G4, G5, hoping that RNC turns around to try to fight in that general area. But I guess we'll see right here if that's what happens.
Yes, sir. No problem, Storm. You're very welcome. We have no problem doing the stream for you guys. As always, trying to bring you guys the best entertainment we can on a Wednesday night. Try to give you as much GTL coverage as we can. And give away some tanks while we do it. Let's have some fun. Boogity boogity. Both teams are on the move. Let's go.
Doing an even split this time.
And that's exactly, they're doing exactly like I thought they would do, just by curiosity, I guess, more than anything. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out for them right here.
The 5As and all that.
The important part is not getting
up. I mean,
yeah, they cannot get bottled up there.
Right.
What they can't have happen.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, well, with Jolly up in the window and doing a full-on pretty good turtle strat from the back side here. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Let's change up some music for this.
And this is what they were looking for right here, was the cross-firing angles. If they can get those 4 tanks to the back side as quick as they possibly can, they need to get a move on here. They got AMD or RNC in a really bad spot if they can manage to get to the other side of the buildings.
Yeah, RNC getting stuck, like, really interesting position. The
Goku's in a bad spot. Any other way. Rover's got to be careful. I'd like to see him angle a little bit better, and Goku as well. You can't just go out there sideways.
Yeah. I would start moving my guys. If
AMW needs to get their tanks.
Yep.
Yeah, they got to get to the bottom side of the cap area, and not through the city. They're just taking too many guns out of the fight for too long, and they're going to get rushed.
Yep. So yeah, they need to get.
Go to left one there to get that cross. Missed their cross shot opportunities.
Oh.
Oh,
got a yellow
57
again.
Draco. Yeah, he's going to pay for it dearly. Maybe.
Oh, you gotta get
hurt.
Draco out. Gotta get Draco
Lime
out.
Green's
Yeah,
hurt as
Rambler's
well,
looking
and
for the shot.
God Max coming for him.
Oh, and he misses it.
Oh, bounce.
Not good. And Draco's gonna be reloaded. He could delete Rove pretty much. That. Oh man, there he goes.
Oh, bye, Draco.
Up in the north, though, you have Wolf of Mist is getting taken on by the 113s and 202. Lang's down to 800 hit points. So this is definitely a close fight. This is a close fight. Rambler just needs to abandon his partner and work on the overmatch with his tanks to the north and let the VK 7201 and the E4 take out Sly Dog. Trade that tank
Rove missing
for
another
the other
shot.
3 tanks for the enemy.
RNC's doing double team on both of them.
Huge overmatch for AMD. They need to get rid of Lang and they need to get rid of Dread. Right now. Nilrak not missing his shot. Jolly needs to keep some room so everybody can get shots in there on Dread. Here comes the cavalry though from RNC. Nilrak, luckily not getting shot in the butt.
Gonna be super close.
Hit points.
Nilrak needs to take out. He needs to start taking some damage for his team here, or just being the focal point, because that's low and Jolly's low and the 113's a half health.
Well, now at this point in time, where would you put that poor Patton? I mean, Jolly's gonna be in big trouble.
Yes.
Oh.
Jolly is now in very big trouble.
Jolly's
Oh,
been
but they get the 268. They trade 1-1.
Gilbert finally
Gets a
losing
good
health.
shot off.
Nilrak backing down.
If King can get to the backside, and they need to get some shots on that E4 while he's on reload. Makes him miss.
Oh,
Makes
Nilrak.
him miss. IS-7 gets ammo racked. I think AMD's got this. I think you're going to see a game 5. I really think AMD's got it.
Haybreed's going to take out
Yeah,
Neil
BK's
Ryan.
Amaract. There's a 1-1.
Ooh.
Toast.
Big shot takes out IS-7, doesn't force an E4 shot. They could. There we
Oh,
go.
there it
That's what
is.
it needed to be done. Yep.
That needs to get in behind.
Oh,
He
a trap.
needs to completely get behind Godsmack and just make him
Right.
relatively useless. Oh, and he broke his turret.
Yep.
That's good enough. Well, that'll do it.
Nice. Game 5. Let's go.
There it is. This is what I love. GTL matches, tournament placement matches, everything riding on the line. AMD clutches it to keep it to game 5. GG's, let's do some damage rundown. Gilbert and that premium 10, 3K. Breed in the IS-7, down there 2935, block at 1370. God Mac Diesel 44427, block at 1910. Couldn't ask anything more out of your E4 driver. Over on the winning side of the world, damage is actually kind of spread out a little bit. Jolly Gecko, 2400 slide coming in with a 2163. Toast in his patent 3914, 3 kills, going 13-12-12. Big Shot is the big score this time around for AMD, coming in there 4278 block in 1950. Those two right there kept them alive in this.
Kept the playoff dreams alive.
Right, exactly.
Wow, good game by both teams. Good job, AMD, for coming out and pulling that off and enforcing it in game 5. One thing I'd like to see better is just kind of keep a mental tab when your gun comes out of the fight and you're going on one of those flanks. That's one of those times. It's kind of like losing communication with the home base. You're kind of in the dark for a bit, and having your gun out of the fight for an extended period of time really hurts. Good job to RNC for recognizing that and trying to capitalize by rushing. I would have rather seen them take their entire team and not try to worry about holding the rest of the tanks off. Just go take your overmatch, get it over with, then worry about the rest of them. AMD, initially a good strategy. I would have liked to have rather seen than once those things started to flank and everybody was engaged, I would have liked to have seen the 5A that was over by the train tracks just abandon his partner, get away from his partner, and just go north and help. He's going to die, and you're going to die if you try to help him. Just make the most of it, go back and help, and see what you can do up with the other guys.
All right, we're just waiting for tanks to be picked. Draco coming back out with that 57 heavy. That's gonna be crazy. Playoff time. It's gonna be easy to switch rooms around because it's what max. What's the max roster on playoff teams?
You can have 12. You can have 12 people on your roster.
So maybe we'll some of
So it
these,
really won't be any easier.
maybe.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for the playoffs. I think you're going to see some good games with some good teams. And, I'm just generally excited. Hopefully I'll have the schedules released for all the teams. I should have everybody's at least the first 4 weeks, which in turn means you'll have the first 2 weeks, like actual weeks, worth of games, because there are 2 games played a week by teams.
Right. Just a big shout out again before we start game 5. Stick around. Sinister Phase will be going through the NA Champ schedule, right? There's Sinister.
Yes, sir. Yep, I'll be going through that, and tomorrow I should have EU Pro posted if I don't have it posted tonight, and then I will work on the NA Pro, and I will also have the NA Intermediate done by tomorrow as well. So hopefully by Friday you should know your first week's matches and your second week's matches as well.
There you go. Alrighty. Well,
They're ready up. We got 8 and 8.
all right, Sin, why don't you go ahead and go down the AMD side, and Chaos, if you want to do RNC.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
modest Modest Rage and Sly Dog coming out in 2110 E4s. Stringed Ruby coming out with an IS4 Acquire, and I'm Great coming out in IS7s. King Big Shot and Object 705A. Dat Toast and Lime Green, both in Super Conks.
And over on the RNC side, we got Godsmack Diesel and an E4, Wolf Amidst Us and a Jagdpanzer, Hatebreed and Longshot Doc in the IS-7s, Draco and Gilbert and T-57 Heavies, Dread and a Panzerkaufwagen 7, and Mad Jim and a Super Conk. Well, let's go to battle. Sudden death. Here we come.
Yes, sir. Is there any artists out there that is watching? If they could just get rid of the black box behind the RNC, I think it would make their logo pop a lot more. So shout out to any artists be watching this evening. Let me know how much it'd cost for you to take the backside of that RNC and make it transparent for me.
Shoot me the file. I'll see what I can do for you.
Okay. I could definitely do that. Alright, let's change up our music again. Blue crabs are fun. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to WNF. Dexter has some WNF pretzels that he's going to be doing this time around. All right, here we go. Ghost Town, one of the most favorite matches. I can't talk. It's been too long. Map types. Interesting pick with
A little
the
tongue-tied
Jagdpanzer.
there, are you?
Right. I'm excited, man. GTL is officially here, and we get to have fun with it.
Both of these teams neglected to take out any spotters, any medium tanks, so I think they're both just going to try to play the center of the map and slug it out. I think that's what you're getting ready to see. It's going to be a doozy, though, I have a feeling. Right when Great comes around this corner. Game 5 with division on the line here. I have a feeling both these teams are just going to try to feel each other out right off the start, but I have a feeling once they kind of determine where each other is, they're gonna come right at it. And Gods gets spotted with Modest Rage. Modest misses his shot.
705 rotating, and also the Super Conk rotating. They're going to run into Dread right there with his Panzer 7. Boom, good shot. Right into line. All right, we got a north push. Oh, sorry, south push. Apologize.
Oof, Modest gets hurt. Ooh.
Yep, Modest felt the pain of the E4.
He's going to need an ambulance because he's bleeding.
Unfortunately, AMD, they pushed, and two of their tanks are now stuck in the middle. Longshot got set on fire.
Long shot. Ow.
No fire extinguisher, question mark. Hashtag.
Ruby.
And he's down. They trade 1 for 1 though, with Modest Rage also going down.
Rotate and push. Lime taking another big hit.
Oh. Supercon Castanelli's got to get some shots on Godsmack and keep him off of his team.
Right. Yeah, the Jagdpanzer is looking away. Toast needs to put in some fire.
He's got his back and he's looking the wrong way right now. Yep.
Right.
That hurt.
I'm green going down. Big shot in big trouble here. Looking out in the barrel of a Jagdpanzer. Toast now finally putting in shots, but a little too late. Draco, we're going to rotate here. I am great. Side scraping there off the top. Trying to keep his team in the Mix. Oh, man. Ruby goes down. Looks like RNC will be moving up, or moving on, I guess, right?
Yes, sir. It looks like they're going to be playing in the Pro Division this season, and AMD will be playing in the Intermediate.
There it is.
Shout out to both teams for coming out and playing like that, and congratulations to RNC.
Definitely great matches tonight. Back and forth. Game 5. It was a great
sir.
show.
Let me just do damage, and then we'll finish out with the post-game show and give away that tank. Over there on the AMD side of the world, couldn't get too much going on. Sly Dog coming in there with 2701. ACOR in his IS-7, 2370. I Am Great coming in his IS-7, 2415. On the RNC side, everybody but Longshot throws up over 2K. Well, I just lied. Mad Gem comes up with a 1252. So 6 out of their 8 tanks all throw up over 2K damage. That's incredible.
Well done. Well done. Good.
Wolf and
Good spread.
Wolf in the Yagpan Z100 coming in there. 3 kills, 37, 30 going 4 for 4 for 4. Dread and his super conk, that man was putting in work all night long. 33, 18, 1700 block. GG's, great job going out to RNC. Congratulations, you're in the Pro League.
Yeah, well done right there. It was a tough fought battle between both teams. Definitely a great game. So definitely look forward to the potential of those two possibly playing again. Maybe in the playoffs, we'll see. See how it shakes out. It would definitely mean both of them will need to beat one of the championship league teams to get there. But hey, anything's possible. You never know, and that's why you play the game.
Yes, sir.
And so I think what some people may or may not have been waiting for, the championship schedule for the first, I'm just going to basically do the first week's games, which is, so the way GTL works is it's going to be 14 games. So basically you're going to play each team in your division twice. So 8 teams in the division means you're going to play 14 games. You'll play each team once home and once away. So 2 games a week. We still call them weeks. You have week 1 and week 2, which will both be played in a calendar week from June 24th till June 30th. And we kick that off with Halfway Human versus PPW. Immortals, here's a big one, taking on L7.
Ooh.
KMD taking on Panda. Nightmare taking on Ready 5. Still in the first week's set of games, you will have Immortals taking on PPW. KMD taking on HN. Nightmare taking on L7. Ready 5 taking on Panda.
Hell yeah.
Great. That's
So
some great
highlights.
matches there.
Highlights right off the bat is Immortals taking on L7, KMD taking on Panda.
Right. That's
And
crazy.
then I really like to see these two right here, KMD taking on Halfway Human and Nightmare taking on L7.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be excellent.
So there's some good matches right off the bat.
I can't wait. I hope I get a chance to be able to stream those, and so everybody can see those.
Oh, absolutely.
Those matches coming out.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see them myself. I'm going to try to attend as many of them as I can, but that requires me first to get the rest of these schedules, website, and rosters all done up. Another thing I want to mention to people while I'm still here is that for right now, there's a section on the website you can click on that says schedule, and you can see all the matches being played out. As we start to integrate the schedule onto the actual team sites, I'm going to get rid of that, and that's going to turn into a stats page. And basically, you're just going to see individual player stats. Excuse me. So, again, the team, when you click on the team link in the standings, it'll bring you to that team's page, and you can scroll down and see your week 1, week 2, and it'll be much easier for the teams to track who they're playing. And you can also see the results of the games as well.
Sounds absolutely incredible. All right, so let's look. It's time to look back in the past. Let's see where the stream is at. Take a peek. Let's see here. I'm on the phone. How do I sub for WNF on Twitch? Check out the site. Alrighty. Really great chat.
Right now, we're at
Past
the
us
beginning
is-
of Ghost Town. We're still in the lobby
Yeah, it's
queue
good.
system.
It was still cute. I was gonna say past us is just talking about the upcoming match.
Right, exactly. This is because right now they're watching Ghost Town. It's just now launching.
No, definitely some good games. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the beginning couple of games. SKB versus Steel Dragons. But shout out to both of those teams.
Yes, sir.
They'll be seeing each other again real soon.
Right. It's gonna be super exciting. I know I'm gonna be keeping my eyes peeled on the schedules and seeing what all happens. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna be partially through that match already, so I'm go ahead and pick out the winner. Tree Assassin 79. Congratulations, you are the winner of. What was I giving away again? A Vindicator. Congratulations. Going out to him. Get a hold of me there, Tree, on Discord, and we'll get you all hooked up with that code. Thank you for coming out. Pants, was there anything else you wanted to tell about the GTL before we sign out of here?
So again, thank you everybody for coming out and watching tonight, and hats off again to AMD and RNC, both great teams coming out and playing tonight. Definitely a great fight, took us all the way to game 5, and it was just back and forth all night, so it was great to see, and congratulations goes out to RNC for winning. And again, if anybody ever has questions, just feel free to PM me, myself, Ferda, really anybody on the staff, and they'd be more than happy to assist you if you need anything from us. And again, thank you, Hells, for being here and streaming for GTL. Definitely love what you do, and thanks for having us.
No problem. All right, guys, well, I'm going to sit here really fast, mute the party here a little bit. Oh, actually, I'm going to let these other guys. MV, did you have anything to say?
Nope, I enjoyed the invite tonight. It was great games. Appreciated it. All the teams played great. I look forward to seeing how this year's GTL plays out.
And then over to Chaos. Thank you, Chaos, for being the moderator for this match for the GTL. And thank you for coming out.
You're very welcome.
Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, it was a lot of good battles, a lot of great fun, and this GTL season will be a season to remember and blast to watch.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, I want to say thank you for everybody coming out. Thank you for the GTL, for all the GTL allowing me to stream this. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful evening. Yet again, tune in every Wednesday night. Give you some free tanks. Give you some free entertainment. You bring the popcorn. We bring the show. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'm Hell's Cat Death. Y'all have a great one. Peace.